So, I mean, I'm always like forthright because I feel like if you do things underhanded, in the long run, it just doesn't work out. It doesn't work out good at all for anybody. And some people have a really tough time being open about their financing and their money. And my mom always said, live your life like an open book. But so many people don't. Then that leads to distrust in government and in personal relations. People need to have access to what they're spending their money on. It has to be researched and things like that. But anyway, that's another subject. So I'm working at Kroger. I'm really happy they haven't fired me yet. I like organizing the shelves. I'm pretty good at that. And I think I could do display. And it pays $10.75 an hour, so that's pretty good. Although I was just talking to a guy at the 7-Eleven, I'm like, being a cashier is tough. And if you're good at it, you should probably get $15 an hour, which at this day and age is more than a CNA makes. So you guys got to figure out a better system of financing our society in which we will. You want someone at the 7-Eleven. You want someone there to take care of your parents because you're busy flying off to Europe with your kids or whatever, and you can't take your mother with you. So I think the Native Americans they're not so great either. The grandmother got really old and she was of no use to anyone. And they said, I want you to start walking in the snow and don't come back. So she froze to death. That's a true story. But I think that the perimeter has been laid out by our forefathers about how our country could be run. We need people to interpret that. I feel like any leader that takes us unnecessarily into warfare, and that would be someone shooting a bomb at us. Although Donald Trump was funny. He was talking not about his hands, but he was talking about his red bomb button. And he was laughing about that guy over there, Zhang, or whatever. He said, yeah, but mine works. So we just need to get to a place where that's really not even a viable option because we're doing things so well now with education. Whose freaky deaky idea is it to not have arts as curriculum? What the hell? I mean, not George Washington, but and Thomas Jefferson wasn't so much into visual arts, but Kandinsky hadn't been around. I think if Walesa Kandinsky had been alive during the time in which the camera, and we could have had all that documented because, first it was to curtail mischief in the 14th century by religious icons. And it got bought out, and it was about the wealthy people promoting them. Now I'm not sure what it's about if it's not about peace. I mean, the Dadaists make the most sense to me. Realism is beautiful, I just don't do it. But I can't imagine sending my son. I was so sad because he wanted to go in the army. He wanted to be like his dad. But as he got older and he went out to spend time with my brother, he was like, maybe I don't. Maybe I want to be a musician. And so anyway, but somebody's got to do it. And of course, 18 is a baby. We need to protect those kids. So you train kind of militarily how to formation and discipline for a couple months, 2-3 months. And then we can send you to different parts of the world where you can use your education. You're killing people that have a high school or college education, mostly high school. But it costs us a lot of money to educate these people. But they're not being educated on philosophy and the arts. Anyone can understand Epicurus. It's not difficult.